Hi guys, the Thrifty Mommy here today. I decided I would like to share some crafty ideas, but I'm not overly crafty. So I came up with Crafty Christmas Collab. Now it's a bunch of ladies from YouTube Mommy Meetup. So I am going to try to put as many links as I can below my video so that you can go watch theirs. They will each be uploading one video every day until Christmas. Not necessarily all on one channel, but throughout the days, with our whole list of people, there should be a craft for every day. This is my craft. It's an ornament wreath, and I will walk you through the steps, but I kind of just wanted to show you what you're looking at, the end product, and then I'll show you how I got there. Alright guys, happy holidays! Okay guys, so I'm going to go through all the items I have picked out. Now I do plan on doing more than one project, so for yours you most likely won't need as much as what I got. I also got a few extra embellishments that you don't have to have for this project, and if you do get those extra embellishments it's obviously going to cost more money, but I'm going to just kind of run through it. And I got all of this at Michael's. I suppose if you went to Walmart, Target, Michael's, searched around for the best price, that would be good, but I had Jackson with me and I wanted to get it all done at once. So I'm going to kind of just tell you what we got here. So this right here is just some Garland. It's got, here, sorry, bumping the camera a second. It's got these little snowflake little embellishments in it, and I thought it was really pretty. With this stuff, by the way, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of it, some of it, or whatever. So I'm going to keep it in the package until I'm done with my projects to make sure that's used. The rest I will return. And then I got these big balls ornaments over here, and you want to make sure that they are going to be the shatterproof kind so they don't break if your wreath were to drop or if you were to drop it or whatever. So I got this big pack, and these are pretty large balls. I mean, they're not huge, but that's about as big as I would want. I also wanted some medium size, which were actually the hardest for me to find, but I got this string of different silver, and I'm going, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, I'm going with a red and silver theme. So these have some medium ones, and they're really, really fun. My goal was I wanted different textures and things like that, so I got some really sparkly ones, I got some matte ones, I got some with different designs on them, but I wanted them to all be mixed matched. And as you can see, this is a really fun one. So I got a silver string and I got a red string. I also picked up some really nice sparkly pretty silver ribbon. I am going to use that to wrap around here, but I'm also thinking about making a bow or something to hang it with instead of just using the back of the wreath to hang. So we got that. We have some pliers, which I already had, so no biggie, but we have pliers here. And these I thought were kind of fun. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use everything or not, but these are medium-sized bells that jingle. Some of them, as you can see, are shiny, and then the others are matte. And they have little stars and snowflake patterns on them. And then we got really tiny jingle bells as well in red, white, and silver. Again, some matte and some shiny. And then I wanted some more small balls to decorate with, and I had the hardest time finding ornaments. These aren't ornaments, but I figured these would work. Now it feels to me like these are styrofoam, so I should be able to just cut, and you can see they're kind of loose on here, so I should be able to just cut them off and use them as I wish. And they're nice and lightweight too. And again, different textures, sparkly, shiny, whatever I can use. And so I got 2 of those in silver and 2 of those in red. As you saw earlier, I got a wreath. What size is this one? This is 14-inch. I didn't want to go too large because as you attach the ornaments onto it, it is going to make it stick out. It's going to make it larger, and I didn't want to have to spend a ton of money making a wreath. Now, of course, you can always purchase your wreath at Walmart, Target, even Michael's has wreaths like this, but this can give you the option of customizing it to your decor and however you like. Plus it's just kind of fun as a craft to do with the kids or just yourself or whatever you prefer. Okay, so I picked up some extras just in case I wanted to stick some things in there. So this is a really pretty shiny little thing. I don't know what you would call it, but these were $1.49, and I was trying to get them to match because there is so many different colors of red. I'm kind of getting them to match the other decorations I got. So I got a real sparkly red one. I was looking for a matte red embellishment as well, and I had trouble finding them. So I just got this nice sparkly glittery one. I got this matte silver little one to add in. And again, you can just cut off the bases of these and stick them in. And then this pretty one, that's silver. And we have a hot glue gun. I just have a little mini hot glue gun, and I made sure to pick up some extra glue sticks. Okay, so that pretty much runs over everything that I purchased for this project. And again, like I said, I did purchase more than I most likely will need because I plan on doing a couple projects with this, which you will see in a separate video. By the time this one goes up, you've probably already seen the other one if I had leftovers. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my styrofoam wreath, and I'm going to take this pretty ribbon and I'm going to wrap it around. And the reason why I'm doing this is in case there is any little gaps in my design or my decoration, you're not going to see the green in the background. It will be silver, so it's going to kind of match in with the design. And furthermore, I was a little hesitant about hot gluing right on here that it would melt, which I've seen other people do it and theirs didn't melt, but it's just for peace of mind for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start by wrapping this all around, and then we'll go from there. Well, we have our wreath. Like I said, we're gonna start by wrapping. I already heated up my glue gun, which I have right here, and I'm just gonna simply show you. I'm just gonna put a little glue on the inside of the ribbon. It's not entirely all the way heated up, but that's okay. And I'm gonna start on the inside and just glue that down just to give it a nice starting point. You have to excuse my sound in the background. We're kind of doing this as a family project. We have Grandma over and Jackson's here and everything. So, all right, we're gonna start by just wrapping this all around the wreath. We got the glittery ribbon on the outside. The dog is putting his toy on my foot. He wants to play. Anyway, so now what we are going to do is the larger ornaments. I'm going to come up with kind of a pattern because I don't want, for instance, the same ornament next to each other on the outside. I have seen some where they start from the inside out. I've seen some from the outside in. I think I'm going to start from the outside in, and as you can see, I kind of am just going to do something along the lines of this. I'm not sure yet, but we'll go from here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this outside circle, a little hot glue on it, and plop it right on the outside. Hold it down to make sure it cools, and we're going to go all the way around. But for each ball that I put, I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the sides. I don't know if you can see what I'm saying, like right here, to hold down the next ball, and so forth, so it gives it a little bit more of a sturdiness to it. Alright, I am doing my second row here, and as you can see, I'm just kind of poking them in wherever, and then I'm gluing them to like this ball, and then here, and I'm going to finish it off. So I'm almost done with my second row. Again, I have somewhat of a pattern going. I don't really mind if there's, like here we have a bunch of red together, because later I can take some silver medium balls and fill in there and whatever to make it not look like a big glob of red. So I'm just going to keep going around. I have all of the large decorations on the outside. I do want to have a little bit of a lip on the inside so it doesn't look so blank and like filled in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it over, and it's all pretty sturdy right now. You do use a lot of hot glue on this project. I'm having a hard time figuring the camera out. There we go. So I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to just start gluing away on the inside and go all the way around just like we've been doing on the outside. See, I have finished all of the large ones, but if you look close up, like in here, there's spots, I can't even see it, right here, where you can see the inside. That's where we're going to start doing the fillers. Now we're on to our final step, which is going to be filling every last little hole to make it one solid ornament. You don't want to see the silver necessarily through. Now I didn't glue these in yet, but I started placing my little embellishments. I also started placing some of the smaller balls just to get an idea of what I want where. I decided to leave these out. I'm going to use these in a different project probably. I also decided against using this, and I decided against using the garland that I got, because I felt like if I use this it would just be way too much. So what you're gonna see me now is this is all gonna be eyeballing. I'm just gonna be trying to glue in the little pieces and complete the look of the wreath, okay? So let's get started. We did pull out the garland. What I'm going to do is use it to fill some little spots here and there, because I'm having a hard time filling some of the spots. And if you see as I go, I'm picking off some of the glue strings. You'll want to do that as you go, or I mean definitely at the end. Don't worry about it though, they come off really easily. And that's the other reason why I'm using the newspaper to catch the glitter and the hot glue that's going to inevitably be everywhere. So we're gonna just use some of this garland in there as well, and we'll keep going. The wreath is pretty much complete. What we did, or what I did rather, is I cut a strip of that same ribbon that I used to wrap the wreath with, and I'm going to flip it over. Over here and see what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to hot glue it, just like this right here. Everything's hot glue. And I will say it again, you will go through a ton of hot glue on this project. Hold it for a minute, let it cool, and we're going to do a nice little loop. So we're going to do another hot glue bit here. And this will be used to hang it, you know, to hang your wreath up. And we're going to hold it until it dries. And that's it. Alright guys, so that is the final product. I do have some leftover strings from my hot glue, so I am going to go back and kind of pick through that, and there's some little spots in there, but I was kind of getting rushed towards the end because it's about supper time, so I'll probably stick a few more balls in there and just wind it out. But if you look from further away, it looks really nice. And like I said, the nice thing is you can do this in any color scheme you want. I just happen to want to do it in this candy cane kind of theme. I think it turned out really cute. Alright guys, thanks for watching.